Bugger. I just did my video and realised my mic wasn't working, so I'm doing it again. So here we go on my screen. We have 2 minutes before the open, so it'll be a very quick, brief one. And I don't think it really matters how long we got to the open, because the levels I've got are going to be a matter of being patient anyway. So on my screen, 1 hour MES. It's the hourly time frame, and as you can see, my next rejection area is not until 45.40, 45.40.50, and the only way I found that was by looking at the weekly and the daily. And on the daily we have a pivot just here, if you can see, just there. So that's why I've got 45.50. It's a weak area. I wouldn't say it's a great area to reject, so it's going to be an area, if it touches, then I will get in with a starter position, but be waiting for confirmation. The main area I'm watching for is 4600, and so that's going to be a full size position if we get up to that point. So that's my rejection levels on ES or ES or MES. On the bounce area, I'm really looking for a pullback today, and what I'm looking for is a bounce back down to this area here, 40. In fact, I'll put it on the, I'm probably looking for about there. I'll put it back on the hourly. Much easier to see. Here we go, that's better. So on the hourly time frame, I'm looking for a bounce at a higher probability bounce on these 2 pivots here and that area at 44.76 to 44.80. This rough area is what I'm waiting for, and it's based purely on those candles. If we get down to 4400, that's a massive sell-off that'll be. Then I'll be looking for another bounce, which has proven itself previously. And obviously we've got 44.10 area. We've got hardly any resistance above, so for rejections, 44.40 is the only one I'm really watching, possibly the 44.60, 4600, but we've got to see some probably it's going to be quite a slow day, I think. I'm looking at a higher risk bounce as well, and probably 4500 is one of them, and this area here at 44.90, 44.89, and that's because of this area here. We've got this area of consolidation, and we've got this higher in concentration of volume as well on this volume profile, and we've got some pivots there. So this and this, no, so let's go back. So this one I'm not watching, 45.10, so I'll get rid of that line. 4500 is what I'm definitely watching for a higher risk bounce, and 44.88, but my main area will be here because that's based on the previous pivot. Going over to SPY, market's now open and it's just pushing up a bit. Going over to SPY, again, got to look at the daily or the weekly chart to work out where the overhead resistance is, and there's not a great deal for a while. We've got this pivot here, not a great pivot, but it was a big day where we opened, pulled up and went shot right back down. So it is a major pivot on the weekly. So that was going to be it's 450 basically, and it's a nice psychological number. And if we get through 450, 460 is an area as well, and again based on these pivots here, and we've got this area of convergence, so bottoms and tops of candles all merging together. So that's it really. So 460, 450 for rejections, and for bounces, I'll go back to the hourly. Again, we've got this nice major bounce area here, which I'll be watching, 442.65. So watching it for there, and because of the pivot there and that pivot there. So this will be an area I'm really watching for. And high risk areas, probably 443 to 444, and that's because of, like on the MES, we had this consolidation area and there's a few pivots there. I may consider 445 as well because of this area here. and if I go back, that's probably 445 is probably a level going back a few weeks, a few months anyway. So that's it. So 450, 460 for rejections, 445 is a high risk bounce, 442.65 is a full position bounce, and that'll be layering in. So I'll be looking to layer in just before, at possibly at the edge of the zone. My stop will be probably there, and then as it breaks and retests back out again. But we've got to sell off, and look at that, we've got a strong candle right now. Let's have a look at the market. So on the 5-minute chart now, yeah, we're going to look for probably then, and this will probably be the same on the MES, we're going to pull back. If we push up, pull back, maybe look for a bounce area at 447.50. But 445 is really the area. No, get this one here. 445 is really the area we want to take it. We want to get in there for the move up. So that's it. Hopefully you have a good day trading, and sorry about the microphone.